Revision. Linear patterns. We learned to recognize linear number patterns in grade 10. Consider the number pattern -1, 5, 11, 17, and so on. Recall that if the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant, the pattern is linear. In a quadratic pattern, the difference between any two consecutive terms is not constant. We will learn to recognize a quadratic pattern and determine the general term of the quadratic pattern in this chapter. Recall that the general term of a linear number pattern is given as Tn equals Pn plus Q, where P is the common difference and Q is any constant. Let us solve a problem to revise the techniques of recognizing and extending a linear pattern before we explore quadratic patterns. Zanele draws 3 dots on a sheet of paper, such that all 3 join and form a triangle. She then marks 3 dots on the midpoints of the sides of the triangle and joins them to form another smaller triangle inside the triangle. Zanele continues to use 3 dots each time and forms successive smaller triangles. Can you predict the total number of triangles when Zanele has used 30 dots to draw the pattern? Justify your answer by determining the formula for calculating the number of triangles in the nth pattern. Solution. Let us count the number of triangles formed by Zanele and tabulate our observations. Let n denote the number of times Zanele draws 3 dots, and Tn denote the number of triangles formed by Zanele. We can observe that 3 dots make 1 triangle. When Zanele adds 3 more dots, she is now able to form 5 triangles. When Zanele draws again, she adds 3 more dots and is now able to create 9 triangles. Do we recognize this pattern? Yes, it is a linear pattern because the difference P is 4 and is constant. We need to determine the number of triangles that will be formed when Zanele uses 30 dots. So, is n equal to 30? No! This is because n denotes the number of times Zanele draws 3 dots and not the total number of dots. We know that Zanele uses 3 dots to draw the first figure of the pattern. To draw the second figure of the pattern, she will use 6 dots. So, if she has used 30 dots, we simply divide 30 by 3 and determine n. So, we have been asked to determine the number of triangles when n is equal to 10. We can keep adding 4 to each term in the sequence to calculate the answer, but that will be a bit tedious. Have we learned a quicker way of finding the answer? Recall that the general term of a linear number pattern is Tn equals Pn plus Q, where P is the common difference and Q is a constant. Here, P is equal to 4, T1 equals 1, T2 equals 5, and T3 equals 9. We can write the general term as Tn equals 4n plus Q, 9 equals 4 times 3 plus Q, Q equals -3, Tn equals 4n minus 3, 4n equals 10, T10 equals 4 times 10 minus 3 equals 37. Hence, Zanele is able to form 37 triangles when she uses 30 dots.
Need more help? Subscribe to our channel. Can't wait that long? Ask Masky to help you and let the math finally start mathing.